So this was the moment when Kofi Kingston actually gave a Trouble in Paradise to The Miz. So stories of Kofi Kingston versus The Miz. So The Miz easily won the match, but Kofi Kingston got angry and hit him with the Trouble in Paradise on the face. That finishing move connected on The Miz's face. His head literally shook at that time. You can see. Anyways, Kofi Kingston was really different in this match. So this was the moment when Kofi Kingston gave a real kick on the face of The Miz. So stories of Kofi Kingston versus The Miz on an episode of Raw. Now the moment the match started, Kofi Kingston gave a tremendous kick to Miz on the face. He might be seeing stars that day. That kick was very real and it got hit on his face. So this was the moment when Kofi Kingston rapidly hit The Miz on the back of his head. So stories of The Miz versus Kofi Kingston on an episode of Raw. Now The Miz was trying to run from the match, but Kofi Kingston came running towards The Miz very fast and hit him on the back of his head. Now I feel like it might have hurt him because I feel like this was too dangerous for The Miz because he came very fast and hit him very fast. So this was the moment when CM Punk actually hit a Enziguri on the face of Miz. So stories of an episode of a SmackDown match. The Miz interfered in the match to attack CM Punk, but CM Punk gave an flawless Enziguri which connected on the head of the Miz. At that time, the Miz was so young and he got a taste of CM Punk's kick. So this was the moment when the Miz actually gave a kick on the head of Sheamus. So stories of the Miz versus Sheamus on an episode of Raw. Miz is always safe with this move, but this time I think he did this. Somewhat it connected on the face of Sheamus. Look, man, I'm tired today. So this was the moment when Matt Hardy dropped the Miz on his arms. So stories about the Miz versus Matt Hardy on an episode of SmackDown. Now Matt Hardy gave a back body drop to Miz, but the Miz directly fell on his arms. I don't think he was supposed to fall like that. You don't take that move like that. You should have fall on your back. But I think so it was not Matt Hardy's fault. The Miz should have taken care about that. So this was the moment when Matt Hardy gave a wrong finisher to The Miz. So stories about The Miz versus Matt Hardy on an episode of SmackDown. Now let's jump to the ending of the match. Matt Hardy gave a twist of fate neckbreaker to Miz and scored a pinfall. Now the thing here is I have never seen Matt Hardy giving a twist of fate neckbreaker. Twist of fate is like an RKO, but that day he gave something else and even won the match. I have seen the Hardy Boys doing twist of fate stunner, but never seen this type of stuff. Strange. So this was the moment when the Miz gave an real elbow to Matt Hardy. So stories of the Miz younger years, the Miz versus Matt Hardy on an episode of SmackDown. Now Matt Hardy grabbed the Miz, but Miz gave an elbow with full force to Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy immediately left the Miz. I think the second elbow literally connected because the way he gave, it felt like that. Matt Hardy was also not looking good after that elbow, and if it didn't connect, then really great selling by Matt Hardy. This was the moment where Miz didn't break the pinfall during a tag team match, and because of that, the referee of the match was fired in reality. So, this was the story of a match where Miz and Morrison took on Matt Hardy and Mark Henry. Now, during the ending of the match, the Miz was supposed to come and break the pinfall, but he didn't come. And as usual, the referee did his job and he counted till 3, which he was not supposed to do. I don't think it was referee's fault because he was doing his job.
Mark Henry calls for the tag, but instead, he goes for the cover. What?